Hi guys, this is Ineke Noordhuizen with another Storytelling Lab. Storytelling Lab number 8 already. So it's time for one of my personal stories. The title of my story is Bundle of Joy. I'll show you where it happened. It happened here, where the pin already is, so no new pin today, unfortunately guys, but it happened in the Netherlands, in Maastricht, in the academic hospital of Maastricht, to be more precise, and it happened about 4.5 years ago. Who were there? Well, I was there obviously, and my husband Hans, and our newborn twins, Emma and Lisa. So what happened? I'd recently given birth to Emma and Lisa, but the birth was a difficult one. We were in a difficult situation. I was ill, I had pre-eclampsia, and the girls were born prematurely and really way too soon, and they both weighed a lot less than 2 kilograms per baby. Because of the situation, one of the girls also needed surgery within 24 hours, which was a big one. And we were destined to be in the hospital for a long time, and the girls were, the doctors took the girls away from me quite soon after they were born. I only got to kiss one of them, and the other one I saw only really briefly after the C-section, because they needed to bring them to the NICU, so the intensive care unit for newborn children, as soon as possible. And because I needed to be helped as well, it took quite some while for me to be able to go and meet my newly born children. We knew beforehand that this would happen, so with my husband we decided that if they would bring the children to the NICU, that my husband would follow the babies. But that meant that after having my children with me day in day out while I was pregnant, straight after giving birth to them, I was all by myself, and it caused me a lot of grief and sadness and shock. Also, it was a shocking period in my life. But then after a while, I don't remember the exact amount of hours, but I know it lasted, I believe, more than a day before this happened. I was able to be rolled. I couldn't walk. I was able to be rolled into the intensive care for children, and there were all these incubators there covered with green cloths, and on 2 of the incubators I saw the names of my children. I saw one with Emma and I saw one with Lisa, and I was rolled in between of the 2 incubators. It was a weird situation because you get to meet your babies, and I wasn't even able to just pick them up and hold them because they were hooked up to all these kinds of machines with all these wires, and I didn't know what to do. So I felt really helpless and really alone. And then my husband and me, we were just looking at them through the glass and talking to the kids. And then one of the nurses came up to us and said, "Hey, do you want to hold them?" And I didn't even know that was an option, but I said, yes, please, yes, that would be so good. So he opened up one of the incubators of the strongest child that didn't need the operation. And I bared my chest, and they put one of the children here on my chest. And then the nurse looked at me and said, "Well, it looks like you have room for another one. How about we add the other one as well?" I said, "Oh yeah, can we?" Because, she had lots more tubes and things. And the nurse said, "Yeah, sure, we can try. Whatever, we'll try." So he opened up the other incubator, and in this red blanket, he put my other daughter here on my chest as well. And my husband was behind me, and he was also touching the girls and touching me. And then after what have seemed to be ages, we were finally together as a family. And I remember being there, and the girls, they first seemed to be in this kind of sleep state. But then when they were both, like when the second child was put on my chest, they kind of smelled. They did like this, and they smelled. And then these really tiny, tiny hands started moving toward each other, and I saw the head move up like this. And then they found each other's hands, and they grasped hands. And there was my bundle of joy. We were together again. Now we're 4.5 years further. We're all in good health. I bless this love that we feel for each other and the love we have in our family. So, do you also have these moments in your life when all of a sudden you're overwhelmed with an intense feeling of love and joy? Let me know. Let me know. Share it below, share it in the comments, and we'll get to see you or hear from you, I hope. Maybe for another storytelling lab next time. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.